Blur. So Blur's an NFT marketplace, and actually at the moment, NFT statistics don't look amazing. And really, we're in a bull cycle where right now there's a lot of external variables affecting the markets. We've got to have an honest look at if NFTs are going to come back in a big way, because if they are, Blur could potentially do something. And we'll talk about that in this video. Now, before I get into any of the statistics, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were cryptos I thought could do very well and make a lot of money. Now you can see what all these coins were worth when I recorded my videos. These are the highs these cryptos hit around about 16 months on. And these are what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into these coins. So 100 into each in that time would have made you a little over 123 grand in that 16 months. Now, we're in a bull cycle. If you're not happy with the performance of your portfolio or you don't have one, have a look at copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share my entire portfolio with my members. Whenever I'm ready to buy or sell any crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell and the price that I'm going to buy or sell at. This means my members get in and out of coins at the same price as me, so they make the same profit, but they don't have any work to do at all. If you go onto my site, you'll be able to see some of the profits that my members have made. You can also see some of my past successes as well. These are public record. If you go to the old videos on this channel, you can verify them all. And if after watching all the videos, reading through the website, verifying all, you like what you see and you want to find out more, you want to find out about the cryptos that I own, the ones I think can be the big winners in this bull cycle, all you've got to do to find out about them, guys, is join up on the site. Now, Blur. So, Blur launched back in 2023 at very, very high highs of $5. It's obviously miles away from that now. Blur, the token itself, is the governance token for their NFT marketplace, which is also an aggregator platform that offers real-time price feeds, portfolio management, and multi-marketplace NFT comparisons. It's your classic sort of comparison site. It's an aggregator, right? They have they claim to anyway, have the fastest NFT sweeps and a more intuitive interface than other comparable platforms. So as a result, many professional NFTs use Blur for their trading activities. Now, although that could have been down to the incentives that they had at the time, they had a recent when they launched, their airdrop was 360 million Blur tokens, which were worth around about $355 million when this was obviously written. Now, they raised a lot of money. Initially, they raised 14 million from names like Paradigm, 6529, Cosimo Medici, Doff, Barrett, Cremo, etc., etc., etc. And they came to prominence after they launched in October of 2022 when they promised the airdrops of Blur tokens to the top platform users. So the founders are developers who are only active through pseudonyms. So Pac-Man, who's a Web3 developer, Zeneca, who's the founder of Zen Academy, and the 333 Club, who took on the role of the director of the Blur Foundation. According to Blur, the team has experience across MIT, Citadel, Five Rings Capital, etc., etc. Problem is obviously that's unverifiable with pseudonymous leaders. Now, the series of Blur airdrops gave access to Blur tokens in the form of care packages. So they have 4 tiers of rarity that were distributed to users who were active with beta testing 6 months before. The second airdrop was for traders actively listing on the marketplace through November of 2022, and the third was allocated to traders who placed bids on Blur through February 14th of 2023. The airdrop was huge, and it jumped, and Blur's price jumped to over $5 before dropping to under $1 within 24 hours. As obviously a lot of the people that received that airdrop sold immediately. We always see that very often see that with an airdrop. Now, right now it's sitting at $205 million market cap, but it is the the third largest NFT platform. So, you now have OpenSea, Immutable, and Blur as the 3 biggest. But as you know, there's actually a decent post here. So NFTs in retreat. Obviously, this is a this is by the people who it benefits, right? But who are building something. But since 2021, the NFT market has continued to lose traction in the face of narratives with practical applications such as AI. So Ultiverse, as an example, they're pushing and leaving the NFT marketplace space where they were the fourth biggest in order to create AI to generate micro worlds, create intelligent non-playable characters, monetize playable experiences, etc., etc. And the reality is actually some of the numbers are very, very different to what they were just a few years ago. I mean, here is the trending NFTs at the moment. So as you can see, daily volume, you've got 124 Ethereum spent on doodles. In fact, and that's comfortably the highest on Blur. If we actually just go through highest price NFT stats, this is what we can see. So sales in the last, 24 hours for Bored Apes, as an example, 31. Average price was about 15 Ethereum. Pudgy Penguins, about 41 was sold, around 8.84 ETH on average. I mean, little Pudgies sold a few. I mean, again, but that's interesting. Doodle's saying, what was Doodle saying just there? So 46 versus, they're saying 124 ETH. Well, we got 46 times that. That works out, yeah. Okay, I mean, here's the thing. So, in terms of number of sales, we're not looking at tons at all. I mean, volume in terms of sales, I mean, the last 7 days, you're looking at $16 million. So, I mean, it's not terrible, but, don't forget, back in 2021, we were seeing on a daily basis 100 million plus. I mean, comfortably 100 million. Some days it was billions. So we're miles away from where we're at. I mean, yeah. So like December. So that's presumably a 2-month window. 33 billion in sales from December to Feb. So this is what I mean. I mean the fall off. I mean, these numbers tell you the fall off in terms of NFTs, and maybe that is it. I mean, the reality is that right now, there is no practical application for most NFTs. Most NFTs are simply pictures with no real purpose, unless you want to call it digital art, and that is their purpose. Which, that's fine if that's where you stand on it. But again, without a purpose, this is why I've never been overly bullish on NFTs at all. I've always thought there needs to be a use case. Right? Digital art's a very different thing. I personally don't view any of the NFTs I've seen as art. But everyone's perspective on art is different. That's why art is truly subjective. But right now, I don't think none of this to me seems art. And then when we go use case, there's very minimal. Within games, you've got huge use cases. But outside of gaming, we've not seen tons. We're starting to see more of it. Starting to see NFTs as a use case for supply chain. I saw a wine distillery that uses NFTs for supply chain tracking. That was interesting. And we are starting to see more use cases. But until, I don't think the excitement of NFTs is coming back at the moment. Now, and if that's the case, I just think we see marketplaces like Blur. I think the overall price will continuously dwindle. Now, the only way that changes is obviously if there's a big shift in NFT narrative. If all of a sudden NFTs come back into full focus, and really, to be honest, right now in the crypto space, I think the only way NFTs come back into full focus is with an external influence, like a celebrity influence, which sounds ridiculous, but the thing is we've seen celebrity influence play out multiple times. We saw it with the Bored Apes in 2021. We saw it with Ethereum Max and Kim Kardashian in 2021. Remember, Ethereum Max was a complete pile of crap. If celebrities can all of a sudden put something into focus that people really pay attention to. You know, whoever is, I don't know celebrity culture these days, you know, I'm a bit too old for that now. I would assume someone like Taylor Swift is very popular. So say she came out and was like, you know, I've bought this NFT, probably brings into focus NFTs in a big way. And maybe we start seeing a huge volume surge off the back of that kind of impact, which I think has to be at this point celebrity, because there is no use case for these pictures. And I think people have realized that. If we see a celeb culture involvement, I think we can see Blur have a rally. I think there is a real legitimate chance Blur can start getting back to decent price points. I don't think it's going to get back to $1, I'll be honest. I think for that to happen, we would have to be looking at 2021 volume, which I simply don't think is going to happen. I think it was a fad in 2021. But maybe it gets back to 40 or 50 cents. I think that's kind of its best case scenario. But my personal perspective is right now, I don't see excitement in NFTs. I don't see interest in NFTs. And I think long term, until there is real legit use cases for NFTs beyond gaming, I think overall interest in NFTs is going to dwindle. I think part of the reason that people are excited about AI is there is legit application purposes of AI. So yeah, my personal perspective, I think we're going to see a lot of NFT marketplaces and NFT projects slowly die. They're not going to die overnight. They'll take time. But yeah, the way that shifts is honestly the only thing I can see right now is celeb involvement. That's it. Because I think most people that are in the crypto space at this point couldn't give a toss about NFTs. I think that's the reality. But I am curious to hear what people think on this, because there's millions of NFT holders. There's lots of people that hold Pudgy Penguins or whatever nonsense names of NFTs there are. What are your thoughts on this? If you're an NFT holder, what do you think? Do you view it as digital art, first of all? Do you view this as a good long-term investment? Do you view this as something that is going to come back in a big way, or do you think, like I do, do you think it's going to struggle unless the Hollywood culture gets involved? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And guys, look, we're in a bull cycle right now. If you're not happy with the performance of your portfolio, or if you don't have one, go on to copymycrypto.com. If you go onto the site right now, you'll be able to see some of the profits my members have made. You'll be able to see some of my past successes. These are all public record. Go onto the old videos on this channel. You can verify absolutely all of it. On the site, I share with my members every single coin I own. When I am ready to buy or sell any crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell and the price that I'm going to buy or sell at. So my members get in and out of coins at the same price as me, meaning they make the same profit without any work at all. And if after reading through the site, verifying it all, watching the videos, you like what you see, you want to hear the coins I think are going to be the big winners, like I predicted with Phantom in 2020 when no one was talking about it, all you've got to do to find out about those coins is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.